Hello everyone, this is the video of Legal Studies class 12, unit 1st, that is Judiciary, and the topic 2nd, and this is the last subtopic of topic 2nd, that is law officers in India. So now let's check out who are the law officers in India. Law officers fundamentally are the legal advisor of the government. At center level, the law officer is known as Attorney General, and at the state level, the law officer is known as Advocate General. So we will discuss one after another. So let's begin with the Attorney General of India. The Attorney General of India is the chief legal advisor of the Government of India and is primary lawyer in the Supreme Court of India. He is an advocate from government's side and the first law officer of the country. At present, K.K. Venugopal is the Attorney General. He is 15th Attorney General and was appointed by Pranab Mukherjee, the President of India at that time. Now let's check out how he is appointed. As per the Article 76(1), so this is constitutional body, keep in mind, because its provision is given in the Constitution. So Attorney General is a constitutional post. As per the Article 76(1) of the Constitution, the President shall appoint a person who is qualified to be appointed a judge of the Supreme Court to be Attorney General of India. So Article 76(1), that defining the post of the Attorney General, it also defining the qualification, means who can be appointed as the Attorney General of India. One who has the qualification to become the judge of the Supreme Court. And we have discussed that what is the qualification to become a judge of the Supreme Court. Okay, so at this point in time, I won't be discussing that. Now, the second point, that is regarding the duty of Attorney General, that is Article 76(2) states that it shall be the duty of the Attorney General to give advice to the Government of India upon such legal matters and to perform such other duties of a legal character as may from time to time be referred or assigned to him by the President, and to discharge the functions conferred on him by or under this Constitution or any other law for the time being in force. So this is very complex and lengthy statement, I believe. So don't worry, what this statement is saying, that it's talking about the duty of the Attorney General. So Attorney General, the primary duty of the Attorney General to advise the Government of India. So apart from the legal advice, President can also assign any sort of duty which of course legal in nature to Attorney General, and Attorney General is liable to perform those duties. So this is the thing that defined under Article 76(2), that is duty of the Attorney General. The next one is Article 76(4). Article 76(4) states that the Attorney General shall hold office during the pleasure of the President and shall receive such remuneration as the President may determine. So what this provision is defining, that is Attorney General can remain on his post until the pleasure of the President and will receive the remuneration as determined by the President, that is the salary basically. Next point is Attorney General of India has the right to participate in the proceedings of the Parliament but without voting right. What does it mean that Attorney General can participate in the Parliament proceedings? So he can sit in the Parliament in both the houses and he can participate in the meeting, but he cannot vote in the Parliament in either of the houses. So he has only right to go and participate, not the voting right. On behalf of the Government of India, Attorney General appears in all types of cases in the Supreme Court in which Government of India is concerned. So, whatever the case that is filed against the Government of India, it is responsibility of Attorney General to appear in that matter in the Supreme Court of India. But at this point in time, you need to note a point, that is, Attorney General of India is not a government servant. Please pay attention. Attorney General of India is not a government servant. Hence, he is not debarred from private legal practice. What does it mean? That since he is not a government servant, then he is allowed to do his own practice. So, he can do the private practice. However, he is not allowed to appear in any case which is against the government. So, if there is any case which is filed against the government, so he cannot allowed to stand up against the government, as he is the legal advisor of the government and the advocate of the government. So, he cannot go against the government. Besides, he cannot defend any accused in the criminal proceedings, nor he can accept the directorship of a company without the permission of the government. So, as we have studied in our 11th class, that in a criminal matter, case is filed always against the state. So, in such a circumstance, Attorney General of India is not allowed to defend any accused, because that's supposed to be going against the government, isn't it? Secondly, he cannot accept the directorship of any company without the permission of the government. So, with the permission of government, he can accept. Now, we have another term, that is Solicitor General. So, what this term is? The Attorney General is assisted by a Solicitor General and 4 additional Solicitors General. So, Solicitor General and additional Solicitor General both are the assistant of Attorney General of India. But you need to again note down another point here, that is, the position of the Solicitor General and additional Solicitors General is not recognized in the Constitution. So, these two terms are not constitutional. However, they are governed through rules enacted by the Parliament. So, this is all about the Attorney General of India. Now, let's check out the Advocate General. As we have discussed in our introduction, the two terms, the first one is Attorney General and the second one is Advocate General. So, now let's check out Advocate General. The Advocate General is the chief legal advisor of the state government and is primary lawyer in the respective High Court. So, as Attorney General performs his duty at center level, similarly Advocate General performs his duty at a state level and hold the same position at a state level as the Attorney General at the center level. He is an advocate from state government side and the chief law officer of the respective state. Now, let's check out how he is being appointed. What is his qualification to be appointed as Advocate General? Article 1651 states that the governor of each state shall appoint a person who is qualified to be appointed a judge of a high court to be Advocate General for the state. What does it mean? That a person who has the qualification to be appointed as the judge of the high court, only that person can be appointed as the Advocate General of the state, and he will be appointed by the governor of the concerned state. Now, let's check out what is the duty of Advocate General. Article 165(2) states that it shall be the duty of Advocate General to give advice to the government, the state upon such legal matters and to perform such other duties of a legal character as may from time to time be referred or assigned to him by the governor, and to discharge the functions conferred on him by or under this constitution or may other law for the time being in force. Well, again this statement is complex and lengthy, but it is same as we have studied in reference to the Attorney General of India. that is talking about the duty of Advocate General, that to advise the state government, and whatever the assignment that is of course legal in nature assigned by the governor, he is liable to perform that. Next one is Article 165(3), that states the Advocate General shall hold office during the pleasure of the governor and shall receive such remuneration as the governor may determine. So again it is the same point. Now the next one is Article 177 states that every minister and the Advocate General for a state shall have the right to speak in and otherwise to take part in the proceedings of the legislative assembly of the state, or in the case of a state having a legislative council, both houses, and to speak in and otherwise to take part in the proceedings of any committee of the legislature of which he may be named a member, but shall not by virtue of this article be entitled to vote. Though it is a complex sentence, but we have studied this sentence or this provision regarding the Attorney General of India as well. What it is saying, that Attorney General of India has the right to participate even and speak in the legislature and both the houses, as we know that a few states have the bicameral legislature, otherwise rest of the states have unicameral legislature. I believe you must understand what is meaning of bicameral and what is meaning of unicameral. The meaning of bicameral legislature is there are two houses, that is Legislative Assembly and Legislative Councils. So likewise there are 6 states which have the two houses, that is the Legislative Council and Legislative Assembly, and rest of the states have only one house, that is only Legislative Assembly, not the Legislative Councils. And those 6 states are Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. These 6 states have the bicameral legislature. So it is saying that Advocate General has the right to participate in the legislature, to sit in the house and to speak as well, but he has no right to vote. So this is what all about the Advocate General as well as Attorney General of India. So we have discussed about both the terms, that is Advocate General and Attorney General. What are the terms and what are their works and what are the basically their characteristics. So everything we have discussed in this video. I believe you must understood this, and again if you didn't get any point, I request you to watch this video again. So see you in next video.